All right, so
Mm,
first, this part needs to be changed to get started, not get start. This picture needs to be changed to, what do you want it to be changed
something
to?
else. We
Something
just don't
else?
like the picture, so we need to find another picture here. Maybe even like the background of this particular section, like this gradient background with picture. Maybe something else can go here. The way that the words are placed, like launch your cybersecurity career, accelerate your skills, or train your team, that looks like a lot of writing and kind of a bit jumbled. Maybe each of them should go on its own line. So kind of redesigning this section to make it look a little bit different because I'm not really like in love with the way that it's presented. It just looks like a lot of words and a lot of reading. Um,
So
but I
not a
still think that
comma.
these, yeah, maybe not a comma, maybe each thing on its own line.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know how that would be designed. Also, Markeisha, this might be more so for you, but you see how it says "and career support design for today's roles." Is that good enough? That sentence? That's copy that he got from us, so that would be something we would have to fix. But I don't know, like today's roles, I don't, it just doesn't feel enticing to me.
Yeah,
Like
so
today's roles, what? I'm not
that's
sure.
definitely copy that needs to be changed in.
Okay. The explore programs button is not centered.
Yeah.
It seems off-centered to me. Okay.
And speaking of, should we now go into these things or should we just do page by page?
Let's just
And
go page by
okay.
page. Our training solutions, choose the path that matches your goals and experience level. I don't know
I
if
don't think experience level
experience
should be
level,
here. It should be
right.
taken out because a security team is like that doesn't apply to them. So it should just be
Yeah,
choose the path that matches your goals.
period. And that could be a little bit like this section kind of looks very dull. So again, I don't know if it's the section background or if it's the fonts or if it's just the spacing where we're not utilizing. Like maybe we have to make the title bigger, the titles bigger on these things, or kind of just figure out how to navigate that, or the subline bigger. I'm not sure, but it just looks like a lot of gray space. So it's not really that exciting. Okay, so moving on, launch your cybersecurity career, start your journey from beginner to hired in our 6 to 12 month guided career program. And then it goes explore programs. I don't see much wrong with that, but is
I
that
don't think
box
I
off
like
center?
these little arrows. They don't make sense to me. Like it doesn't make sense to me. And yes, the stuff is not centered inside. The text is not centered, but the arrows don't make sense to me.
Okay, because you don't like the arrows, let's remove them. They do make it to me look more like clickable, like, hey, click on me, like go to get more information, but that's okay. We don't need them. So let's remove them and let's get those centered.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, yeah, it would have also been nice if the arrows maybe could have been outside of the box and that was clickable, like the arrow, but I don't know if that's a thing, so it is what it is.
okay, let's remove them. It looks like this next box needs a period. Level up your expertise through focus real world challenges in 8 weeks. That should be a period there. It's not there. Train your cybersecurity team, transferring your team's capabilities and applied outcome driven, or sorry, with applied outcome driven training and certifications. Okay, cool. So, um, again, spacing on those boxes, remove those arrows, maybe making those widgets, those little pictures at the top, maybe making them bigger just to bring more excitement to the page. Not sure, not bad. Just also just trying to think of ways to make this more to make it more pop or
Yeah, and I
pop more.
think that this one, if it's gonna be for a team, it should be more than just these two little icons. It should be an icon that looks like a team or like somebody, like people around a whole table, like multiple people. So it looks more team oriented. I also do like how these are like filled in. So if we're gonna use an icon for this, I think it should be filled in too and just be more bold. And I think it should be
Mhm.
centered.
Yeah, center might be good. That's why I said kind of making it more more engaging and eye-catching. And I do agree with, using the same kind. If it's going to be outlined, let it be outlined. If it's going to be filled, it should all be filled. Okay, let's go to the next section. I think we hit on what we needed to here. Hear from our students, real stories from professionals who transform their careers with Achieve It. That's perfect. We can provide you with the videos. I do like this. I think for me overall, the font is really boring. And the title sizes and sub headlines are really small. That's probably why I feel this way.
Hmm.
I think it might be the font,
What
not
about this font? I think I had sent you this font before, like Nobel
okay,
as an
that's fine.
option. This could be something that pairs better with what we currently have, just in my opinion.
Okay, so he sees that font. I'm sorry, I actually never ended up sending him that. I thought that
Okay.
was something else.
So
So, but
that
I'm glad you
font,
brought that up.
and I think this font, Gilbert, was another font we were considering changing our logo to. But again, this is more playful. This has more color to it. So it may make the website pop overall.
Okay.
Just food for thought. And they can give us an example if they change it really quick and tell us to go look at it. We can look at it and decide, like, yeah, we like it or no, don't change things and choose something.
Okay. Yeah, the font looks pretty fun. So consider font changes overall because it just looks like a little bit boring from that perspective. Okay,
Now,
moving
I have
on.
a
Oh,
question because we have all 5 stars here. Maybe that's not a big deal. And maybe we can, like, I don't know how that makes sense here on these videos. Um, a part of me wants to remove it and put the 5 stars in other testimonials that are going to be throughout the website. Just my take. And then we can go in and make these little changes because if we're saying that Marcus Johnson got a job at a Fortune 500, we need to put the same for these people too. Just food for thought.
okay. So with that, let's remove the stars and then we'll go back in and provide actual video titles with titles and jobs.
All right.
Also, I wouldn't mind if you took one set of stars and maybe put them right over the video
Okay, yeah. Like
or over this,
over
like right in
each
the middle.
video.
Yeah. Not over each video, just like take one set of 5 stars and put it right and center them right in the middle. Hearing from our students, real stories from professionals who transform their careers and just puts 5 stars over that.
Okay.
Maybe you could do 5 stars over and 5 stars under. Just as a design. That not nothing that has to be done, but we don't want it underneath of each video. So that's clear. Okay, let's move on.
Okay. I said this is one full block. So yeah. This is gonna be the heart of where the money, I guess, comes from. So yeah, that does need a pop. Um,
Okay.
your journey to cybersecurity mastery. So what was confusing to me just off the bat is this is here and then this is also here. So I don't know if it was we need to choose which one we like better. Um, but not sure why there's two different ones.
Probably for that reason. And with that, which one do you like better?
Choose your journey to cybersecurity mastery. Dive into the intricacies of technology.
That's
Tap.
the same stuff that was already on the other website.
Oh, okay, okay. And then conquer. I think
Look,
I think I like the other one better than this one.
yeah, I like the first one better myself. Because it's really not something that is really necessarily needed. It just adds more copy and SEO to the page.
Yeah.
So
I will say though, I do feel like these arrows, um, I know they're meant to show a journey, but they don't seem very journey-ish to me.
I think that Evolve, I don't know if it's just me because I'm looking at it from your screen, but I think Discover, Evolve, and Conquer are not on the same line. I think Discover's either a little up or a little lower.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is. Wait, I think. It's kind of hard to tell, to be
It's
honest.
hard to tell, yeah, but it looks like it from looking. There's something off about the spacing, and it might be these arrows might be too long.
Yeah,
I
the
do like
arrows
the way
just
this is
seem
set up.
long. It's just long arrow.
Yeah, but go back down to the bottom one. I kind of like that better in terms of the design.
What about the icons here versus the icons here? Or is it just the lines you like better at the bottom one?
I think I like the lines better and I like the icons here.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, so take these lines from here and
Put
replace
them up.
them. Yeah, up here.
My issue is it's not even really an issue. It's just the use of just this green and blue or greenish purplish color. It's just kind of like very consistent in color. So the design again just comes off like a little bit boring because we have a lot of colors in our logo. I'm not saying that we want to go back into that colorful because I know we were trying to move away from making it look like it was so much so, a kid platform or for something else. So I understand maybe why this was the thought process, but I would like to see some utilization of a little bit more color,
Yeah,
in
especially
my opinion.
because like when we got our inspiration from Google at the end of the day, and like also from like, when you're like in grade school and like you want to learn and it has more colors. So it would be nice to see more colors because if you go on our actual website, we have color. Our logo is color. So it's like this is just giving very bland.
And again, I think the thought process is not going overboard because we do want it to be something where people can kind of say like this is for adults, like the intention. Because I
Hmm.
know if you go to our website now, it kind of looks like I wouldn't have even known this was a tech program, and we've heard that before from like Taya and other people. So I don't want to do too much crazy color, but I would like to see us play on it just a little bit more than what we're doing now,
Yeah, and I mean just going
because I can
back to
understand.
yeah, like going back to Google. Like Google's very professional. Nobody ever thinks of it as being kiddish at all, even with their illustrations and everything. So it's like taking those same elements and ideas and applying it here.
All right.
Okay, if we're moving down
The spacing on these are off.
on what? Like here?
The bullets on the checkpoints, live instructor led sessions, that's off spacing. Um,
I don't see an issue, but again, everything needs to be fixed when it comes to formatting on this website
you
anyway.
see the last thing, it's off. Look at the spacing between the other three versus like the check.
Oh, the check mark.
See how it's like centered off?
Okay, yeah. So all of that needs to be fixed across the board. 2,500 professionals trained. Okay, that's cool.
Is that all that says?
Right here.
Okay, yeah, I just think the issue here would just probably be the font and then
Yeah,
the spacing.
I really don't have an issue with this whole block.
Okay, next.
This, I'm not really understanding.
So this was straight off the other website, but it just would depend on where it needs to go. Again, I think
It just looks,
it's kind of boring looking. So how can we make it look more exciting? I know if like we probably hit the home page or if we're sliding, scrolling through, it has some sort of animation. But like this section is hugely big for just not a lot of information. So just reworking the section and the color and the font and maybe the operation of it so it can look a lot more exciting than what it looks like now.
um, in addition to, yeah, the stacking or the staggering doesn't make sense to me. I don't know where to start. I'm starting here, but I know that this should be first just because I know how. Like it's just repetitive information, if you really think about it. So it just needs to be better presented so people don't see that it's repetitive.
I agree. I think it's just the design as a whole. I don't really like it. But the information is correct and fine. Proven outcomes. This is fine. Just boring title.
Like I kind of prefer Like maybe proven should be taken out and it's just says student outcomes.
Yes,
And
that's
then
fine too.
maybe this is not even necessary if this gets moved up, you know?
Yeah, that can be on them to decide. I think the thought process behind that was, again, the copy, like certain words,
Hmm.
kind of buzz people to the website. Um,
This period needs to be here. Well, and you
and
could
is that I capital? Yeah, everything needs to be capital. Yeah, it is capital. Okay. Investment I, it is. I just had to zoom in on
now,
it.
I will say proven's like taking out proven, but student outcomes is a big section that can really draw people in. So if you ask me, it does need to be a lot bolder. Yeah, a lot bolder because this is going to tell people like, yeah, I want to sign up for the program.
Okay. So just design. I think the common like pattern here is just design being calling out more exciting. Okay, let's go to the next one. So we already talked about that. All right. So join thousands of professionals who have transformed their careers with Achieve It. I don't like that line. And there's too much space between Achieve It pathway. No, it's not. Okay. Uh, all right. Go down to the bottom real quick to the footer. The footer looks good here, but it looks wonky on the mobile view, and financing should be capitalized down here at the bottom as well.
Hmm.
The number should be updated, because
We
that
can
information
we
should
can
just
do
be
all
dragged right over from the like all any information you find on the footer of the current website, just make sure it matches.
correct because achieveitpathwaysprogram.com is the website
And
name.
then and I don't
And
know about this
then
last sentence. Can you go up when you're done? Oh
and
yeah,
then
terms.
terms needs to be spelled differently. And you say this sentence or this sentence?
One second. Terms and then conditions should have an S on it as well.
So an S after conditions.
Yep. Can you point to it with your mouse so he sees
An
terms
S
and
after
condition?
condition.
Yep. Okay, cool. So then going back, and I have to send him those too. I'm kind of
So
actually comfortable sending him some of that stuff.
this is just repeated. So I don't understand why we don't have our LinkedIn and our Instagram and our TikTok here instead of this paragraph.
Perfect.
Again,
So
like you
update that with
said,
social.
what's on our website needs to be pulled into here. So our website, our current website has the links to our social. That's what needs to be here.
Perfect.
And you said
Agreed.
go up.
Go back up to that sentence. Yeah, that one is throwing me
Oh, this
off
sentence?
because no, yeah, that one. Join thousands of professionals. Honestly, I would just put your cybersecurity career starts here, start learning today. I would take that sentence out.
So remove this sentence and just have the CTA moved up. And then obviously this section needs to be decreased because it's too long.
Yes, too big. And just in general, just really bringing some more creative, like we said, consistent with the fonts. Like, yeah, we talk about fonts. She showed you ideas, but we like consistency across the board. So this should just be updated. The whole like home page in terms of excitement. Getting rid of a lot of the spaces because like, no, we don't want to jumble, but we also don't want so much like white space where we kind of look elementary. Okay, hit that start learning today.
Are you sure you want to go there? Or you want to go by page?
Oh, that's fine. I just didn't know what it led to, but we can figure that out last.
All right, pathways is next. So up here looks like the spacing's a little off between right here. Looks like this has more spacing than this, by the way, just to call out. Okay. So when I did programs and went to career pathways, we now have nothing here. So that's a problem because it's not like enticing. And if I'm going from the home page where there's something aligned over here and then I'm going to this page, Probably maybe this needs to be on this side so then we can have a picture here. Just food for thought.
Okay.
Tech careers we define AI is changing. Da, 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 da. Okay. This is a repeat. Wait, this looks like a repeat. No, it's just this one, these things right here. It just seems so repetitive.
So just remove the sentence that says build. Yeah, remove the second sentence. We don't need that for this opener, the headline. Just remove that sentence. Then it'll just say AI is changing how tech work is done. We've changed how we prepare you.
Okay.
Um, because we really need to get into the meats and potatoes of this particular page, like of this particular service when we're looking at this page. So again, making this section kind of maybe smaller and getting right into this, your pathway to a cybersecurity career. That's really where we want people to say, oh, wow, this will help you get a career. So there's a lot of errors here. Step 1, 2, and 3, the spacing is off, but also there needs to be a capitalized in the S. The
But
one
I
is
don't
in
even think
center.
we need to have steps. If you have a one, two, and three, that's all it needs to be. Take out the word step. One needs to be centered, and there needs to be a number four in here. But then it gets you're going to see that it gets very repetitive because then we come down to here, which is like the same thing. And this is more
So
detailed.
so maybe go back up. Maybe we just do icons
Okay, yeah, take out step one, two, three.
and the number and just do icons.
Okay, my only issue is it something seems like this seems repetitive to what we saw on the homepage, which may not be an issue.
No, those things aren't issues. So the more, because you don't know how people are going to find your website, right? So, and I have had this conversation with ChatGPT in terms of the copy. So it might seem repetitive, but like when we might do social, the call to action might lead them directly to the careers page if we're talking about the career. So they might not ever see the homepage. It's not like everybody's always going to just come straight to the Achieve It Pathways program or be directed to come to the program. So you just kind of want to put as much as information per one as possible. And it kind of drills the same question asking over and over again. You'll notice a lot of websites they do that.
Okay. So
So
we're
I don't
removing
think
the
that
icons
bad.
and we're just
I
leaving
just think remove,
this.
yeah, correct. But kind of redesign it again just to make it a little bit more exciting. Those titles are really make or break for me. Choose your specialization. I like this.
It needs to be a period after this. So after earning your foundational certification, but this doesn't make sense. After earning your foundational certification, select a track that aligns with your current goals and interests. That's not the order it will go in. It's just saying, and again, this is copy that maybe we didn't look over personally when we were doing this because this doesn't sound right. Because
I thought
everybody
that makes
coming into the program is already slotted. Nobody chooses something after. So you're already coming in. These are our course offerings. But at that
so I don't
time, mhm.
well we can change the copy, but I don't think like I don't think for the I don't know. Like we can change the copy for clarity, but I don't think that this is necessarily what that's saying. I just think the way that they're marketing out is like after earning a foundational certification, select a track that will align with your career goals. We can just change it to be more process related. But I think this is just basically saying like first you earn a certification, then you choose your specialty within what you're gonna do. Like I don't think it's necessary to like
Okay,
nobody's gonna
that's
say,
fine.
"Oh, I thought that I was," nobody's gonna say, "Oh, I thought that I wasn't choosing my specialty until after I took the exam. I mean, until after I got my cert." Like nobody's gonna question. Like again, too, and with the website, everything we put out, our competitors can see. So this might not be the actual process we do, but this is still like basically what they're going to get. It's not changing what they're going to get. And giving people this idea marketing wise that they're choosing their specialty, it's like, okay, I'm in control. It kind of gives like it's more so for marketing as opposed to what's actually being done on the inside of our process. We don't have to lay it out that way, I don't think, because I had that conversation with my ChatGPT too. Like, how do we make it enticing for people? So if people are thinking, oh, choose your specialization, they're like, oh, okay, I get to choose my specialization. They don't care if they choose it 4 weeks before they start. I don't think they're thinking like that.
Okay.
But we can make this a tighter sentence. So we'll work on the copy later, um, on the back end, and then just provide what we want to update it as. Now, what I don't like is coming on this page and this is automatically open because it's kind of to me sales help desk immediately. And I also don't like how these titles are presented at all in each one because they it's just small and it doesn't look just like really look enticing to me. Like when you first hit this program page, why is it opening up help desk? Like that's what we're selling. And that's not even something that we're necessarily like. I like
So
how it is a drop down feature.
So this needs to be removed. So it should immediately just say help desk slash IT support, AI governance, GRC privacy, risk management framework, parentheses RMF, parentheses, close parentheses, software engineering. Then when you do the drop down, all this what you'll gain, in my opinion, should be removed. The wording what you'll gain. But this, everything is not correct because like launch your IT career by da 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 da. Like that should be a space. And then this is another section. Again, AI doesn't govern itself. Space after or enter after deployment. And then this is another section. And then downwards. So it just looks
So it
like,
should say what what you'll gain, and then it should be another section that says what you'll learn. And it should have like the sub sentence and then the
sure.
paragraph.
Okay, so if you want to keep what you'll gain, how do you want it to be written like this? And then this moves up here,
That
formatting
could be
wise.
just to save. I mean, what you'll gain. I mean, I'm always a bullets or numbers kind of girl, but it's up to you. Let's just see how he kind of presents it. But it should be sectioned off so we can understand that it's like, okay, here's what you'll gain, and then underneath is what you'll gain. Here's what you'll learn, and then this is underneath of what you'll learn. Let's see how he kind of designs it on his own.
Okay, now if we're saying choose your specialization. Are you wanting to, like, do you like that it just says the thing, or do you want it to be like specialization one, specialization two? Like, what do you want there?
I think it looks good, just the thing. I just don't like the size of the titles or like I just don't like how the titles are looking. I don't know why.
Mm,
I don't think we need to say specialization one, two, three. Like, I don't necessarily think we need to label it like that. But I don't know. Like
let's see what they come up with.
yeah, let's just see. But I do like the drop down feature because with that, even if we wanted to change the copy, add other stuff, that'll people can know like that's specific to this particular course.
Hmm. Okay.
The other one that's kind of getting on my nerves is this RMF one because RMF and GRC really do go hand in hand. I don't know, like I know we talked about this multiple times, but I just think it's like the foundation. So I don't know if maybe we should end up getting specific titles. And again, developer, this is just like internal conversation. So I'll move on, but that's food for thought for us, Markeisha. Like I don't know if we need to get like titles like how we did with AI access, pathways, cyber your way. Like I don't know if we need to get like that, but we'll see.
I don't think so. Not for the path, not for the path, whatever it's
The
called, career
pathways, yeah.
pathways. And
Okay.
I know you'll always argue with me on this. RMF is not the same thing as GRC. Like you do
But it's
RMF, I do GRC, and we don't integrate RMF into GRC at all. At work, we do not. Like this whole like RMF is specifically NIST RMF. It's very government specific and it's step by step process. And GRC is going to be very overarching for the business. Like you're talking about SOC, you're talking about PCI. Risk management framework doesn't address that generally. They're not addressing auditing. You're addressing assessment work. So they are two different things. If you don't want to teach RMF and maybe you want to teach some or you want to emphasize that you're teaching RMF and something else, I think that makes sense. But RMF is not touching GRC. They are absolutely two different things. And RMF alone already takes a good amount of time to teach.
Right. Okay, that's another conversation for something else. For now, just leave everything the way it is.
All right. So this is where this gets confusing, and there's nothing like a header here to tell you that this is the process. I like this because it's literally telling someone what they can expect from the very get-go, which is why I say I don't know why this makes sense to have. If this is literally going into a lot more detail and people know, like, oh, okay, I'm definitely getting all of this through this program. I think this needs to be moved up because it is an important section.
Where will we move it up to versus, is this the final section?
Well,
Because I
moving
want the
it up,
service off.
so no, it's not the final section, but I guess this will be taken out, in my opinion. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just, maybe not. But this is so detailed. If somebody says, what can I expect from the program? This lays it out completely, but it needs a title or I wouldn't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I like it where it's at. I do agree that it needs a title, but I do like it where it's at. First, like that's just me. I do think that the two needs to be recentered properly. It's not centered with that line.
So
Um,
is the three, and so is the five. So yeah.
okay. I do like this section. I do think it could be a little tighter, but I do like where it's at because I do
It's
think the stuff ahead,
stretched. It's
yeah, it's a little,
stretched too long.
yeah.
And these are not centered. These circle checks are just not centered properly, which is the same issue we had previously. So tightening it up, formatting, and then a title that says um, maybe career pathways journey or something. And it can be just put a title, just put career pathways journey. That is copy that we can edit ourselves if we don't like it. It's not a big deal. Editing copy is not difficult. Doing formatting work is difficult.
Okay, let's move on.
I don't think, and I'm pretty sure I didn't write it like this. Pretty sure I wrote a cheap, like I think that they definitely have cut a lot of the things that we gave them short. I'm pretty sure I wrote Achieve It Pathways program versus traditional programs.
Yeah, the color of this is pretty, I mean, like it's just kind of not really enticing. Like I see that the work was like done, but it's just kind of boring
This
to
doesn't make
me.
sense to me. Like, I don't know what I'm looking at. And I'm pretty sure I thought we gave an example. So maybe I'm tripping. I thought we kind of gave an example of what that looked like compare, like the comparison portion. Um, So I know I gave this example when we were looking at a journey, but I guess they couldn't do it like this, which is fine. Um, this is what I was expecting to see something similar in a sense. Maybe some more lines, just something that's just more readable. I don't know what I'm looking at here. I don't know why this, like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to get from here if it's not just written out better. And
Yeah, I
yes,
think it's the design.
okay.
I don't think it's the information. I think we need to design it better and then we need to pick like better font style. Like the title should be bigger than everything else and it doesn't look like they're too much off. Maybe the titles should have been bolded. I wouldn't necessarily use the color yellow or orange. It's just not that easy to read. Maybe you could make it more grid style, but again, it's the quality of the design that will make us not understand what this is.
Okay.
Like the sentence is so, like the sentence even underneath is
This, not all programs are
yes.
created equal. We focus on preparation, not shortcuts.
Like I'm cool with it, but that could have been bigger.
Yeah,
And
just the title. And now I'm thinking maybe this is the size of all their titles, believe it or not. And so
it
maybe,
is. It is a
except for
consistent.
this one looks like it's bigger than this.
So it looks like they have consistency in fonts and titles and sizes, which was the axe, but I just don't think I like the font and I don't like the sizes chosen on these. I do think there needs to be consistent title sizes, but I think we need to kind of work through, this a little bit more.
Okay. Well, here's this next one. Choose your pathway tier. Choose the level of support that matches your goals. Our programs are structured in tiers to meet students where they are. Most
Can
popular.
you, really quick, is this the last section of the page?
No, it's more.
Because a part of me feels like that should move up, or we should have this same kind of thing multiple times. That's just me. I don't know. The page is really long before we actually sell somebody on it, but this is just like
Yeah, that's why I'm
my,
saying this is just doesn't seem necessary to me.
maybe we could do this in a, uh, I don't know. I'm not pressed either. Like if you don't like it, remove it.
Well, this is going to be condensed, number one. This seems like busy on a page when you already have this that's important, you already have this that's important, and then maybe this doesn't need to be here. This could be somewhere on the home page, or this could be further at the bottom because I think this is more important than this.
I agree. I think we got to bring up the cells a little bit more. So I do believe the pathways should go up higher. In fact, I think the pathways should go over
You mean
the
pathway
steps.
tiers.
Yeah, the pathway
Okay.
tiers. I think it should go over that step chart
So
that you
this
like.
should be moved up right here.
Yep,
Okay.
right under there. And then I think the steps should come right after.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the traditional should be, and then I think maybe we mention it again. I don't know, the tiers. Let me see, keep going down because that's the end. Yeah, yeah, that shouldn't be that low.
Okay. I don't know if we need to repeat the tiers if we move them up. I
Okay, we
don't
don't have
see
to repeat
prices
them.
on this. Were prices supposed to be on here?
Uh,
Yeah,
I
because
went
we're
in
not hiding our
last minute and
prices.
updated the prices, so I can't really tell you the answer to that.
Okay. So if we're looking at standard tier, it just seems like this is just big. Like, why is this seem to be the same size as this? This needs to be bigger. Like standard tier, career plus tier. Like those are the tier names. This needs to be smaller. And then contact us. Payment, I don't like this here. I think that this can go further down before enroll now, but I don't think it needs to be up here. I think pricing needs to be here.
Do you think that it could all be on one page, like on one section?
What can be on one section?
Hold on. Hello, can you hear me still?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think we should put the pricing on top of that?
I think pricing should go here. And then I think contact, and I don't know why contact us is here. I don't think that that's important.
Maybe that might have been because when I originally submitted, I don't think I had put the pricing in. So maybe they had did that because of that. But okay, so we just tell them go back to the document, look at the prices and put the
And
prices
I
there.
think payment plans available can be right at this bottom before it says enroll now. but pricing does need to be here smack in the middle. I also think this needs to be centered in a sense. Um,
Okay.
or maybe not. Maybe left aligned is fine. But price here, payment plans available moves down, and then enroll now. I think that's fine. So a placeholder for the price can be fine if you already have, but maybe you already have this stuff there. Um,
I also do think that, like you said, payment plans should probably be more prominent. I think I changed that in the actual document.
did they get the new document? Like like the one that's being updated in
So
real
the
time?
document should be automatically, yeah, it should be updated in real time, I thought,
Okay. So
right?
I don't know. Did you
Like if
send
we're
them the
updating it,
document?
it should be. Well,
Did you
yeah, I
send them
sent
the
them the
link?
document link.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that because, like, for example, if you go to the tuition and financing page, I think that the information is not reflected there yet because they didn't receive it yet, or I didn't like updated that page, the document. So now we're just telling him now, like, hey, this has been updated. You can go in and find the missing content that you kind of had placeholders for. Because I don't think it was ever intended to have contact us in that one section.
Well, speaking of, as I'm looking into this pathway specialization section, I don't see where course outline, I don't see where there's an option to open to a PDF. Like that's not
So
on the
it
page.
is. Oh.
Like it's
Okay, I
not
see what you're
here.
saying.
Yeah, so now I'm seeing that
Yeah,
some
it's
of this
not there
stuff
yet.
it may not even be, oops, some of this stuff, oops, don't mind me with all my links. Some of this stuff may not even be on here like it needs to. Like, have they really been referencing it? So they definitely have to come back here and be referencing this stuff. Because look, I gave them this option, but it looks like they couldn't create that. So they had to create something going down, which is fine. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just want to make sure we got like what they were supposed they know what they were supposed to be doing here. But we do have pricing here. Yeah, they got to come back and look at.
Yeah, I added that though when we added when we had the financial conversation.
I also don't see this. Let me see. When I go back to career, yeah, I don't see that. And this is important because this is a selling point. Support style, how high touch, personalized, accountability driven. Ideal if you want da 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 da, you know? Same with standard, support style, ideal if. So that needs to be on the website.
Okay.
And this enroll now, it seems kind of long, but it may be okay that it takes up the whole side to side. Anything else you want to change?
Not that I'm seeing here. I think the main thing, like obviously, is what we talked about. I'm not upset about it. Maybe centering, if it makes sense, would be a good idea, but I think the rest of this is pretty straightforward.
Okay. Proving career results. I don't like how these are not the same.
Yeah, this whole section just needs to be, again, it's about the redesign. I don't think it's the content that's getting me, it's the the design layout
Even
that's
this
taking me away.
star here is just giving off. It's just way bigger than the actual number.
These are metrics to be, I feel like the number of the actual metrics we're calling out, those should be like hugely emphasized.
And I think here is where this star comes away, and then we do the star that was on like the five different stars on the home page. Like I think that's
Okay.
where it looks better, like the number five, and then under is those five yellow stars. This yellow color is really bothering me all throughout. I don't think it's a good color. I don't even think this orange is a good color if you're gonna put it on a background like that. So I think it's like the same here. And then these arrows, I'm over here thinking I can click them and I can't. So I think they should be removed. I don't want people thinking they can click and they can't click something. I also don't even think they should move. It should just be static. And I think that they're long unnecessarily, just extra space as we discussed. They need to be the same size and height, but they don't need to be like extra space. Anything else here?
Not really. I think you kind of just like hit it all on the money. I really think that this whole section just needs to be um redesigned, consistent to what we already talked about.
Okay.
How long is this recording? Do
This
we record it in chunks and then send it, or we do one large recording and send it?
one large recording.
Okay.
Next, ready to transform your career? Join our next cohort. Limited seats available.
One
I like
second.
that.
Go ahead.
Hmm?
You can keep going. I just said 1 second for me.
Okay. Picture, of course, we're gonna change that. Schedule an advisor call, apply now. You told me not to click on anything, so I'm not clicking on things yet. Again, I don't like how this automatically opens up. I think that people should be able to click it and then it can drop down. Um, I don't know why the page keeps shifting like that. Like, why is it doing that? It keeps bumping. I don't like that bump. So, yeah, that needs to change. But I have no issues. But this, the A needs to be capitalized, the Q needs to be capitalized. Um, and then here, your cybersecurity career starts here. I'm fine with that. Secure your spot now. Very simple to the point. Um, yeah. Any changes, Amanda? All right, I'm gonna move on since this is being recorded. Accelerators accelerator courses. Okay, sure. Field job ready in cybersecurity in just 8 weeks. Live role focused training built for professionals who need in-demand skills now, not another long program. Accelerators. Okay. Again, just a plain simple. So we need more here, or this needs to be condensed. Um, okay. Skill up, move faster. This spacing is kind of off. It's just a lot of spacing
Okay.
here. So that needs to be changed. Also, after a colon, a semicolon, a colon, I think it should be a space. I think. So that needs to be a space, and same here. Celebrators are not like, needs to be changed.
A
But I
good
think this,
example of like them like emphasizing like this is a big selling point. This is what we're not versus like what makes us different.
are you saying it needs to be more bold, this section?
I just feel like the like again the design isn't really like screaming at me. So I think he understands. Like we've kind of beat that in. I think the perspective that it's not it's not really standing out to me.
Right. All right. Well, I
But I
guess we'll
think
fix it.
that's more of a
Same
design
with the
thing than anything.
picture. Fix that too.
Right.
Okay.
I had mentioned to you about his picture thing, but you didn't say it on the recording. So what did you say about pictures?
Pictures
You
can
said
be
he could look.
found at unsplash.com. So you can look up pictures like you can look up like boot camp. Like, hold on. Let me type in like training tech boot camp. And then you can come here, drop down and click free. And then you now can come and download some of the stuff. Now, because designers generally have like Photoshop, to me, it's kind of easy to like take other brands out of it, right? So, like, for example, if he wanted to use this, he could remove this part out of the picture, right? He can remove other people's businesses. If he wanted to take a photo of like this and use it on our page in the front, he could do that and just take this guy and remove all the background and just take him and put him on the front. So that's what I was saying. So going to Unsplash is an option.
Okay, great. So in terms of picture upgrades, we are looking for them to be upgraded.
Correct. Moving down, build for doers, not just dreamers. I don't know what's going on here. Like, just to me, this is an obvious thing. So I don't, I think having something like this and then having it again like here, I think it's kind of too, I don't know, like too much.
Uh, Design. Rework design. Not even trying to be funny. I'm just saying, like, it's just it boils down to the way it's presented that I
Yeah.
don't
Like this in a
think it's effective.
box, I'm just not liking it. Like this is fine. This in a box, I'm not liking it. I also don't like again using the same type of icons for everything. Like we can definitely come up with some other icons to use. And there needs to be
And I'm also
consistency.
afraid, sorry, I'm
Mhm.
also afraid if we have something that says not for you if it gives, I don't know, just kind of thinking about
Yeah, like
what
this
that,
can be put, this could be said somewhere else.
like in a policy or something.
Yeah. But I'm not liking this. Some of this stuff is really good though. If you're brand new to IT, it's not for you, but that's fine. So I would just say just scrap this whole thing right here.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I was kind of trying to see if you agree to.
All right, choose your focus, train with purpose. I like this. But I don't know what's up with these icons. Like it's just too much icons after a while.
Well, I don't know if it's because they're kind of in a circle or if they're because they're centered off, like they're lined off, they're not centered. I'm not upset with icons, but maybe you can use illustrations. We did mention that we're okay with the utilization of illustrations as long as it's done so in a professional way. So just
Hmm.
food for thought. I think it kind of boils down to designs. I'm cool with icons on something like this because this actually looks good once it's like tightened up, tailored, and properly aligned. Um,
Exactly. That's the thing. Like
but
I like icons here. Obviously, we need some periods, right? Period, period, period. The spacing is off. These stars, like spacing here is off. The I is not capital. And then if we're talking about two, like these prices here, do we put paid in full next to it? So people know, okay, well, how come that's 2000, but then this says a 3 month plan? Am I forced to do a 3 month plan? I think this is where we have to get communicate better, where we say 2000, like in parentheses, like paid up front, you know, so people know
Yeah.
what that means. I could have sworn we had other, am I tripping?
Hold on, Markeisha. I'm going on mute. You don't have to stop. Hold on.
Okay, I thought we had other accelerators. Yeah, we have more accelerators. Where's the rest of our accelerators? Yeah, you guys are missing our accelerators. I'm not sure what version of a document you all have, but it's definitely not the document we have. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. Yeah, where's the rest of the accelerators? And then pricing. So we have on here, we put pricing like, I mean, we can even update this to be, I mean, we're telling you on this video, but like paid in full pricing. Like we could do something like that if that's better, but y'all didn't even put that. So please make sure you update to reflect what we have in this document. Yeah, we're missing a lot of stuff on here. Well, y'all are missing a lot of stuff because you didn't put it in here. All right, moving along. Get in, get trained, get certified. Apply, qualify, onboard. So I think I would like this more if it was like step one, step two, step three versus just like number icons. Because to me, I don't know what this is supposed to be. I don't know that it's steps. And so if it's a step, it needs to look like it's a journey, right? So would love to see like a more journey look in this section. And it's okay to expand out to fit things and put arrows in. Like that's perfectly fine to do. And you see how we have how it works, we have those things for a reason because it's easier for somebody's eyes to come here and be like, okay, this is exactly how it works. So that stuff is like those words are there for a reason. If you want to put how it works and in a text box around, you can put some cool coloring or whatever, or put different colors of how it works. That's fine too, to make it stand out from this, but it still needs to stand out. Proven results in weeks, not years, this again, it's layout, it's formatting, this is not like I don't know why you have this in a box. Like if this was a testimony, it should be like we could put even a fake person's picture, right? And then we can put that Maria said something. But I would just like to see this looking different. This section looks like it's just not presented well. Straightforward pricing, no surprises, each accelerator okay. Well, now I'm confused because why is this here? But then why is this here? This is not making sense. Amanda, are you there? Now I gotta go up and figure out what's going on.
Okay. I'm
This,
sorry. I'm
this
back.
is not making sense. So you all have this here that's missing a lot of stuff. But then when I come to the bottom, this is where I'm seeing all that's missing.
Oh, back up. So I think they're just asking us how we like it presented.
So, okay, so how do you like it presented?
Mm, this is tricky.
Like, if you're gonna do something like this, there needs to be arrows for us to go to the next
Yeah, I'm pretty
options.
sure that that's how they would do it if that's what. Yeah, I think I
But
like the cleaner arrows look.
but I don't like the so I don't like the stars. Now that I see them, I like this better.
Okay, so maybe do the other layout, the first layout, and change the bullets to those things.
And then okay. And then I like how the pricing is up here versus down here. I mean, maybe I just like because you used color or something. I also
Hmm,
like this green going on. I do like that versus this.
that's going to be one we got to come to an agreement on then. So what what do we do? Because the only thing I don't like about the boxes is like when you go down. First I'm gonna do a fill first, yeah,
Now
and
I
then
do
see.
like this, where you all have this. So that should definitely be brought up, obviously, here, right? But I think you should put it in italics. You should italicize it so it stands out a bit more. I do like the green shadow around the box. So that could be brought up here, and I think that would make these stand out more. So what do you want them to do, Amanda?
Um, I don't know. This is tough.
Why? What do you like about this?
I mean, I like it. I just don't like how it's displayed unevenly, but I don't like the boxes. But I would like the boxes. Like I could like the boxes. Like I don't know. I'm just kind of indecisive. But let's just go with what we talked about. It's fine.
When you say displayed uneven, like you mean like this one's just sitting by itself?
Yeah.
So maybe they should move this one into the middle. So it's like that.
Yeah, let's
Or
just go with the
maybe
one we already
maybe
talked
the
about.
boxes are too big. Like what is all of this space? It's just too much space regardless over in these boxes.
It could be the boxes are too big, but let's just go with the one that
I
they
do
already.
also like this wording, straightforward pricing, no surprises. Now I'm confused because what is the language here? Did they make up that extra added language? Oh, this is not giving us an option, Amanda. This is what we put on. This is like another call to action.
Oh, so it's intended for both to be there?
Correct. And it looks like they're missing information on here though, because see, and this is the
Take it up.
thing. I don't think they're doing so. Okay, so y'all have to actually take what we have on the document and you have to put those words on the website. Like when you don't put those words, it's confusing because we didn't know that they were supposed to be intended there. We thought you were giving us options. But if you had put pricing and enrollment above this, we would have probably known it was another call to action. So if you're going to have this here, these boxes need to be shrunk. And then in addition to that, these words need to be displayed, all of them. Not just some of them. Like you only have some of them here. All of them need to be written here. In addition to that, because now I'm confused, I don't see any FAQ on this page. Where's the FAQ? Looks like the page is not even finished. So an FAQ is definitely needed on this accelerator's courses page. And then where's the final call to action? Stop waiting, start doing. You're like, that needs to also be a call to action. I don't see that. Do you have anything else to add, Amanda?
No, but so are you saying that this section is supposed to come up twice?
Yeah, we have it in a document.
Okay.
The issue is they didn't do everything that's on this document. I don't know
Okay.
why, but they need to go back and look at this document because a lot of stuff is missing. Like all of this is missing. Like our headers and stuff are all missing. The headers that make more sense, like this, learner feedback. If if it was written here, then people would know, like, oh, that's somebody who took the class and they're giving their feedback, you know?
Okay. That's fair.
All
I'm
right.
good. I think you touched on everything for now.
All right. Corporate training.
There
Do
might not
you
be much here.
do
Let's
you
see.
like the name accelerator courses?
You said what about accelerated courses?
So when you do the drop down, it says career pathways, accelerator courses. Do you like
Right.
that it's named accelerator courses?
Yeah, because that's what I
Okay.
put it as. But
Okay.
unless you want to change it, I put it as that.
Oh, it's fine. Okay. Um, I don't know why this is so small. This needs to be deleted or it needs to be bigger. And again, just design overall, like this probably should be on this side. Since when we go to the programs page, the image should be on, the right, and then accelerator image should be on the left, and then corporate image should be on the right. Um, so make some
For
correct.
this one, I don't know. Mm, this is cool, but I don't know if I like. Let me see. Can you just scroll down real quick? Keep going. I don't think it needs to be all of this because I was kind of thinking like for this, it's just like we don't want to give away our sauce on what we're doing with like corporations. So for me, I was kind of thinking that this would just be like a contact page almost.
Hmm. So what don't you want? Let me just scroll so you can quickly see. Generic cybersecurity training leaves critical gaps in your defense, off-the-shelf programs, da da da. So we're saying that okay, so this is fine because this is not telling the secret sauce. This is just saying what other programs are doing that's wrong. It's generic. Like you can get this off the internet if you wanted to. Um Again, I'm quickly going through. Flexible training delivers options for modern teams. So we're saying that we give live instructor-led sessions, okay? Hybrid learning pathways, so combination of scheduled live sessions, self-paced labs, okay? And then we train the trainer certifications, certify your internal team. Like that's nothing special that we're doing compared to really anybody else. So I don't think this is secret sauce. Industry partnerships. I don't like how this is looking, but again, I'm just quickly going through. Um, this is just the more selling. This is a selling point. So that's not something that should be like, that's not a secret sauce thing. Case study, driving measurable. Okay, this is a study, and we're just doing one case study, which I think is very necessary to have because it's like we're proving who we are. And again, this is one case study. It's not like we're telling them we've done X, Y, and Z for 50 other companies. Um, I don't think this is, let me see. A large distributed organization operating across multiple regions face inconsistent cybersecurity execution due to uneven skill levels across the teams. While tooling was in place, internet response quality very significantly. The challenge, fragmented security practices across teams, inconsistent incident detection and response workflows, skill gaps. Our approach, we designed and delivered a 12-week role alignment cybersecurity training program. So, I mean, maybe anything with secret sauce is that it was 12 weeks, but this is generic. Live instructor-led technical sessions, role-based lab environments reflecting real standardized operational playbooks across teams.
So I'm okay with that. I
Practical
just think go
application.
up. Like, cause I came up with that stuff. I just I just thought maybe just a case study would have been enough.
Like on the site versus this.
Maybe it's those. Yeah, maybe it's
So this is saying what other people are doing wrong. This is saying what we do right. This is saying how we actually implement it in practice. And then this is giving the secret sauce. This can be in a wait, I thought like this can be in a brochure that somebody can download, of course, but I think that this gives away us the sauce if you're talking about anything giving away the secret sauce. This again is just telling them that we are the best because of how we deliver.
mm,
But nothing's honestly, nothing's giving away the secret sauce when I read this.
I just don't feel like this page has to be so like I would rather do this in a presentation to our clients as opposed to like having it out there. But I'm okay with it, I guess. If you're okay with it, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. It's just we gotta, it's just some changes need to be made to the page. Like, this is bothering me the way this looks. Because we're talking,
Yeah, the design's kind of again, I think that that's a design issue.
so they need to fix what's in these boxes, like how the boxes are presented. Again, it's just
Correct.
not giving me like it's just not it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Flexible training, delivered options for modern teams. This is a selling point for us. So if it's gonna be a selling point for us, this needs to pop more. The information's fine here, but like this is where it messes up. We need icons here, not listing out and like this is doesn't make sense. I thought I updated this. I'm just so confused. Okay, this wasn't updated. Okay, this needs to be taken off. This is a section, this is a section where we have icons that move. Like, and this is to show you guys what I'm talking about. This is a section where we have icons that move like this. So we need all of these icons to be moved over here. So all this taken out, and then the icons that are here need to be moved over here, plus making sure, anyways, plus making sure that we have CompTIA, AWS, and Microsoft icons as well. Anything else that you would put? Okay, scrolling down, case study needs to be capitalized or what are bigger if we're gonna say that this is a case study, or then nobody knows what this is.
Is this okay? Did we provide a case study?
Yeah, this is where they got that from.
Yeah, here it is. Okay.
I have no issue with how it looks, but I do have an issue where once again these boxes are just not consistently the same size that ends up
Yeah.
bothering me like all the time. So like the boxes need to be the same size.
Yeah, I like the design, what it's supposed to look like, but I think they gotta push it a little further.
This is
Like
also
even
like
how they present the
small.
numbers.
Yeah, like this is small, but everything else is like the same size. So like
Yeah.
that needs to be fixed. Industries we serve. So this is fine. You have industries that we serve. I'd probably put this in the middle. Um, but like this is all crooked. Like this is weird. And why is it like it almost seems like it's a clickable thing. This is not something that I should be able to like think that I can click. So if we're gonna say finance, it needs to be like finance and maybe a little financial icon. Healthcare, it needs to be healthcare and like a little healthcare icon. Technology, same thing. Government, same thing. But written like this in these boxes is just not doing anything.
Yeah, I like that design idea, Markeisha. And centering, like spacing and centering is another big one, common one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tangible business and security outcomes beyond training organizational impact at scale. Security performance improvements, faster and more consistent incident detection response improved. So again, I mean, just all of these like spacing is not good here. The box is unnecessarily too long with just open space. It's just everything is just so long. Like, if you're gonna have long, empty space, you need to carry everything over. This is not really like I know the purpose of it, but the design is just not looking presentable to me. Okay, I'm gonna move on because we keep talking about design issues. What is this? From initial engagement to train teams delivered in weeks, our corporate training engagements are designed to move quickly without sacrificing rigor. Again, just the boxes are not this right size. Um,
I think the design here overall is pretty boring. Like we need more design
Everything
because
is pretty
every
boring.
section shouldn't feel
Yeah,
repetitive when we're looking at the website.
exactly. And I'm just seeing like, oh, is this a repetitive thing? It's really not. It's
Right. It's
really
just the
it's
design,
exactly. So going
the
back,
colors.
design has to change for stuff to stand out.
Go back up a little bit because I don't know if I like those dashes
Why
in the
is this
title.
repeated? Why is this repeated? Again, you all need to go. Hold on, let me not say anything before. Yeah, y'all need to go back and read. Like, I mean, that's another big thing is reading because you're like making things up. Anyways, what'd you say? Go back.
I'm about to text you. Give me 1 second.
This is fine, but again, it's just a big, again, just too much space. This call to action is cool. It can be condensed. Definitely can be condensed.
Please look at your phone.
Um,
Okay. So again,
she said-
just kind of like the idea of the design and kind of tightening that and making it exciting and enticing each section so it doesn't look like all the information we're presenting is the same information.
right. Okay.
Can you just, I think the last page that we just need to probably go through right this moment is the get started page. Can you actually click that actual icon at the top that says get
Oh, we
started?
didn't even get to tuition.
They don't have anything on there yet, I think. Hit it. Because
Oh,
remember,
they didn't get our
I
stuff.
didn't, yeah, I'm gonna let them know, hey, we provided like updated data, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so
But
get
the get
started.
started page,
Launch your cybersecurity career. Start your journey from beginner to hired in our 6 to 12 month guided career program. When I click
I,
it, oh,
I think
right.
here really quick, I think here's where we could definitely utilize some images and not just icons. I do think like launch your cybersecurity career should look like somebody after a career. Like I think it should be actual. This isn't a page that's just like a navigation page. So they might not know what they want to do, but once they do, they're like directed to the right place. That's the point of this page. It's another kind of landing page as well. So like if we're doing social or podcast and we want to be like, hey, like get started, we might say comment get started and it might go to this page. And then depending on who's like looking to get what, they're then navigated towards three different options. So this page is really like an advertisement page and it should really be more enticing and not just icons.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I do like how it's tightened up though. Like it's kind of straight to the point. Like you choose, and I think this is what's on the homepage, to be honest. Yeah, it's the same thing as here. Do you like that?
'Cause I think I did tell them to repeat the page, like it would be the same contents of the get started page. I think I did say that.
Okay. So when I click it, okay, and I click this. So this needs to change. Explore career program, explore accelerator courses. That needs to change.
Yeah, you're right.
Also, I think it needs to change. Oh, you have it there. Never mind.
Yeah, shame my leg.
Okay, and then go on to this next one, explore corporate. Okay, great. And then not sure which path is right for you. Talk to an advisor. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just we're gonna have to go. You and I and Brisa are
Oh,
gonna have
it
to go
went to
through all the.
somebody's phone number. Like
Yeah,
it
it should.
prompted me to call somebody.
We're gonna have to look at all the call to actions and kind of make sure that they're going exactly where we want them to go, and they're hooked up to whatever we want it to be hooked up to.
Okay.
Even
So,
if it's a contact form, that's gonna end up being an AI call, whatever. Like we got to get that part in order on our end.
so you have no issue with this get started?
For now, I don't know.
Okay. So I'll go back to the home page and I'll click this, get started. It takes me here. Explore programs. It takes me to career accelerators. I
I
mean,
think what we
sorry.
can add to the get started, if we wanted to, we could add like ready to apply on that same page or need to talk to an advisor. I think we should give the option to apply. I don't know. Just the thought. I don't know how we would do that.
Yeah, I don't know, but we got to tell them because they'll be the ones to do it. Not sure
Okay.
which path is right for you, or it should just be apply now
Sorry.
versus not sure which path is right for you. It should just be apply. Well, no, because your cybersecurity, like a business is not applying now.
Yeah.
So technically, it's not talk to an advisor. It's not sure which path is right for you. Email us or something. Maybe they could do that instead. Um, okay. So you're right. We can change all these on our own. Explain. Okay, we can change that on our own. Choose your path. Okay. Start learning today. Okay. Yeah. So, like you said, we can, I guess, do all that on our own, right?
Yeah, we can come back because this is just first review. So let's
Okay.
give them the feedback and then
So
we'll
I
come
should,
back.
but we should be looking at this stuff, right? I mean, this stuff, correct? Like, where does about us go?
I'm not sure we really need an about us page, but if we do, we're gonna need to get copy for that. And
Yeah.
that'll be, I think that'll be end up becoming another page.
Well, what about careers? Because that's a page he
Hit
had
that
to work
page because
on.
I already gave them directions for that page. Go down.
Join the Achieve It team.
The
This
whole
needs to
design
be,
just needs to be
yeah,
redesigned.
this needs to be like a team or something. Because, like, I don't know why I would join this team. Why work at Achieve It? It's Achieve It Pathways. Well, I don't know what Amanda gave you. Never mind. Um,
Again, not icons, but more so humanistic pictures.
Submit your resume. Yes, this is fine. Let me
And
see.
I and I did ask for upload
Have
capability.
questions about working in a, no, we don't want them. This needs to go because
Sorry, tickles.
this would be too many people hitting us up unnecessary. Like, if you have questions about working and Achieve It, I think that, like, I don't know why you would have questions. Just submit a resume. I could be wrong though. Do you want them to reach out to us if you have questions about working?
No, let's remove it.
Okay, yeah. This needs to be centered. So like file upload, like the U should be capital. I like how this color changes. That's really cute. But I think I don't even should file upload even be a word? If I think people could just see upload file and just want to click and upload, right? It just seems, wait. Okay, hold on. Um, we don't want people to just upload their file. We also want people to put their name, at least their phone number, like sorry, their first name, their last name, their email, their phone number, and what role they're interested in. Then they can upload the file and submit. All of those should be required things. What do you think, Amanda?
That works.
Okay. Okay. And yeah, y'all know what was said. Okay, let me contact. Okay. This I don't want because this is spammers. Like every time we get a crap ton of spammers sending us messages. Um, so I just unfortunately I just don't like the idea of a contact because then people start reaching out about like
I'm fine with
SEO
that, but I don't think we can
services.
get away from there being forms on the like accessible forms on the website because like businesses, partnerships, they're gonna have a form as well. So I don't think we can get away from that. Um,
So if that's the case, reCAPTCHA needs to be on here and it needs to be something that a bot cannot figure out on their own. And then I think
okay.
that more questions need to be here. Nobody needs to contact us without having to write a message. So a message needs to be required. But I think if we add in more fields, it helps with the bots. So contacting us, we
I
should
think the
have,
U and us should be capital and
yeah,
the N,
the
all those
UNS.
first, yeah, I think they need to be capital. Message, name, first letter should be capital.
And then could we also have maybe a drop down about the category of the of what they're reaching out to us about? I think that could be a way to stop a bot from automatic messaging. And like I said, the caption. So, do you like the design of this?
It's not really, I mean, it's cool. I don't really, it doesn't really make me a difference. I think if this is going to be the design for this one, this contact page needs to be consistent for all of them.
Okay. All right, lead privacy policy. Oh my, okay. So, oh, your Wendy told Brisa she she needs to edit all of this. So all of this needs
I
to be,
didn't give them the updated content for the privacy policy and stuff yet.
and we don't have a privacy email. So
Huh?
this is not even the right email that Brisa used, by the way. So terms and conditions, once again, this is not even fleshed out. So, um, I think that's it. And then again, if we're gonna do an about, and I think we could. What do you think about an about us?
I think we can remove it unless we want to use the page to highlight like women tech and fire and us individually. But for now, I don't really think we need that for right now. I don't think that's important because then that's going to be another page. But I just don't think it's necessary right now.
Okay, so take out about us. I don't think get started is necessary under the programs page. Um, because we already have all these individual ones, so I think that can just come off. I don't think it should be called programs. Maybe that's what's throwing it off. Um, I don't know.
Okay, so let's like wrap it up and then send this to him and let them start here and see how far we can get.